Hey everyone, this is Riddle Huck or AJ Raven, and thank you for selecting my course. I decided to create Learning SEO in shortened time because, not all of us have the time to sit down and go through hours and hours of different SEO courses. So I just wanted to create something that was quick, something that was easy to understand, and something that could help you like take your blog to the next level without necessarily feeling way too confused about what SEO means and how you can optimize your articles, whether you are running a website or you are running a blog. Okay, so introduction is again, this course has been divided into two parts. In part one, I'm going to go over what is SEO, why is SEO important, and then we'll be going over understanding the Yoast SEO for Windows WordPress that you use. And we'll go through selecting your target keywords, selecting the title, using H2 text, structure of your content, images, SEO title slug, and so on. And then in part two, we are going to go over the frequently asked questions, which are getting whether or not getting all of the green lights in Yoast SEO is way too important, or if you can select more than one target keyword, or should your content even be easy to read? And do you really need to know about SEO when it all burns down? And the crux of the course is, do you need to be an SEO master to have a strong online presence? So let's start with part one. What is SEO? SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It includes your target keywords, the readability of your content, the SEO title, meta description, and the slug. You can think of SEO as those little tiny phrases that people use when they are searching for content using search engines such as Google. Why is SEO important? SEO is what you need to get your content seen online. It basically helps with building an online presence and gaining more traffic. If your content isn't SEO, according to experts, your content is going to have a hard time ranking higher in search engine results. Using Yoast SEO for WordPress is a good thing because Yoast SEO is easy to understand, providing with you a number of checkpoints to ensure your content is as optimized as possible according to the skill levels that you have. Now, Yoast SEO has a list of checkpoints that you can go over, and when you ensure that all of these points are green, this means that your online content is considered to be optimized for search engine results. The things that you need to go over are the meta description, the slug, the alt tags, internal and external links, whether or not you use the correct SEO title, whether or not your SEO title has the focus keyword in it. However, you don't need to worry because I'll be going over every checkpoint one by one, and we will start with the title. But first, let me show you what it looks like. When you open WordPress and you go down, you'll get to see Yoast SEO if you have the plugin installed. It's free, so I recommend that if you are someone who uses WordPress, you should install this plug. And when you come down, you can see all of the checkpoints that Yoast it has there to help you with meta description and SEO title and keyword usage and the focus keyword. So I'll be going through each checkpoint one by one. So as I mentioned, you should consider installing the Yoast SEO plugin on WordPress. So if you are familiar with WordPress, you will probably know a bit about the bar that you can see. So going to the dashboard bar, you can find the plugin tab on the left. As you can see here, this is highlighted. So you go there, and here's an entire list of the plugins that I've already installed on my website. So you need to find Yoast SEO. As you can see, here it is. It's at the end because all of this is in alphabetical order. So Yoast SEO is at the end. I've installed it. So if you guys haven't installed Yoast SEO yet, just go to this bar, go to plugins, go to add new. And as you can see, when you click on add new, you'll end up with an entire page which shows different plugins that you can install. So I have checked back for WordPress. This is good if you want to see how many hits or viewers you get. So you just write here Yoast SEO, and if you type that in, and if you haven't installed it, it will appear as you can see here. So just go in, it's free, and install. Once this is installed, whenever you end up writing a new page, or if you end up writing a new blog for your website or another person's website, you just go to posts, and then when you click on add new, we are going to add a new post. I'm just going to show you guys, I'm not actually going to add a new post here. So you go here, and at the bottom you will get to see Yoast SEO because you have now installed the plugin. So that's that. Now, once you've installed the plugin, again, as I mentioned in this course, you will get to see that it's telling you that there's no focus keyword selected. The text of the article is 0 words. There's no meta descriptions, and the SEO title is too short. So yeah, that's it. Now let's move on to the next section. The first thing that I'm going to go over is selecting your target keyword. Now, target keywords are words or phrases in your online content that makes it possible for people to find your content when searching online. Now, how to select keywords? It depends on the type of content you're publishing. However, if you have time, you can use a keyword research tool as well. Now, you can think of target keywords as those specific keywords that people use when they are using Google or any other search engine. Like when you want to know about pets and food, you write the best foods for pets or the best food for dogs and stuff like that. So those words that you are putting into the search engine bar, those words are the target keywords, and then the search engine matches those words to online content that is specific to the keywords that you are searching for. As you can see in this video, the focus keyword for my article was YouTube monetization, and if there is no focus keyword, yours is going to be like, you need to add a keyword so I can tell you whether or not your article is optimized. So you add in the keyword, I just write YouTube, but the density is too much, so I become more specific. I go for YouTube monetization. So whenever you are adding a keyword, you should try to be as specific as possible so that you can have an edge on the competition that you want your page or article to rank for. The next thing I'm going to talk about is selecting the title of your post. This is the main title of your content, which should include the target keyword as well as be engaging for your readers. You can use a headline or title checker tool too, such as CoSchedule's headline analyzer will work. However, if you're just starting out, you don't necessarily have to spend a lot of time trying to figure out titles. However, the important thing to remember is that your title needs to have the specific keyword you're using in your content, as well as be engaging and let the readers know what the said article is going to be about. Coming to my examples, in the article that I wrote, if you go up, that's the main title bar, and as you can see, there's my keyword, and you just type out your title. Coming to the H2 or H2 heading, what is that and why is it important? Well, it helps break your text down. You should also try and add the target or focus keyword into your H2. Like I said, SEO also takes into consideration the structure of your content, how easy it is for readers to read, whether it's on mobile or a computer or a laptop screen. So when it comes to adding an H2 text, make sure that the beginning part of your article, which is like a summary of what the reader can expect to gain from reading your article, you should try to like convert that into an H2, and I'll show you how in the video clip. Coming to the video part, this part is the H2 text, and as you can see, it was normally a paragraph format, but I converted that into an H2 text to kind of make it pop out from the screen and let the readers know what they're going to find out when they begin reading this article, and also help with some initial form of SEO. Coming to the overall structure of your content, for your content to follow SEO conditions, it needs to be easily readable by your audience, which means that you need to take into consideration your sentence structure, your paragraphs, you should add bullet points, listicles, and even images, anything you can do to just break down huge blocks of paragraphs and make it easier for readers to just go through the article while understanding what you want to share. Coming to the video part of it, you can see that in my article, I added images, I added H2 headings, I added subheadings, I added bullet points, I added italics, I did everything that I could to make my content as easy to read as possible. Now this is another important thing you should know about, and it's adding alt text to images. So yes, the images in your article need alt or alternative text to help with SEO. It's easy to add alt text. You just need to edit your image and add the target keyword in the alt text bar. So you need to do this because a lot of people end up searching for stuff via images. So if your images have the focus keyword that you want to talk about in your article, then chances are that a person will click on the image and then they'll go ahead and read the entire article that you have written. I'll also talk about this in the FAQ section of this course. Adding alt text to your images is easy. You just click on the image and you edit it like so, as I'm showing, and you just write the keyword into your alt text bar and just update the image if you haven't already added an alt text into the said image. Another important thing you should know about is SEO title. Your SEO title needs to be engaging. You also need to add the target keyword in the SEO title bar. Don't worry if your SEO title is different from your main title. Now, the SEO title is the title which search engines like Google and Bing will show whenever a person uses these search engines to know about content that relates to the keyword that you want your blog or page to rank for in the search results. Showing this through video, you just go down to the Yoast plugin, and as you can see, I have the keyword in the SEO title, and your SEO title should not be way too long because as you can see, that bar is now orange, so that's not good. So shorten your SEO title, make it concise, and make it engaging for readers, as well as keeping in check the length of it, which is required for it to be considered to be an optimized SEO title. Coming to the slug, you can think of it as the little SEO URL that's specific to your online post. It too needs to have your target keyword in there. Also, keep away from using stop words such as the, and, or, of, and stuff like that. Now, the SEO URL or your slug is going to be the URL that is specific to your article, and whenever you're going to tweet about your article or whenever it's going to appear in search engine results, that's the URL that you will get to see. Coming to how you can do the URL thing in SEO post, as you can see, I've already added the keyword in there. Again, your slug also needs to be short, because if it's not short, then yeah, Yoast is going to tell you that it's not short, and that's why you should consider making it concise so that it's easily shareable and also easy for the search engines to crawl over it. The meta description is another important thing. These are the few lines of text that search engines will show. It should include the target keyword and should also be engaging for your readers if you want more traffic. You can think of it as a little summary of your published content. It should help readers know what the content is about and how it can help them receive the information that they are looking for. Coming to how you can add meta description, you just go to the Yoast SEO bar, add in the meta description or whatever you want to write. As you can see, it needs to be around 150 characters, because if it's too long, then yeah, like SEO won't accept it. Your content won't be considered SEO optimized. Again, why is meta description important? Like I said, you can think of meta description as a few lines that act as a summary for your article. So if you go to Sakura is a weak character and you do Google search, you can see that these are the articles that appear on the very first page. Now, these little lines that you can see, these serve as the meta description for a specific article. So as you can see, this article was published on Screen Rant on September 10, 2017. And these few lines act as a little summary or the meta description, and they relate to what the article is about. They let you know whether or not you should click on this article depending on the information that it promises you that the article will have, or kind of implies it depending on the meta description that is appearing here. Again, this is the article that I wrote for the Geekiary, and it is showing up on the very first page, even though I wrote it way back in 2014. Now, moving on with the meta description, if you write something else, you can see that these are the little meta descriptions like learn SEO, free SEO tips, and stuff like that, like how to teach yourself SEO by Forbes. These little lines are the meta description, and they let you know what the article that you're about to click on is going to be about. So yeah, when it comes to meta description, try and type out a few lines as I've already shown you guys. Try to keep it concise and try not to go over the recommended word count, because if you do, then I mean you can go over the recommended word count, but as you can see here, because this person, again an article on Forbes, because this person went over the recommended amount, you can't necessarily read more of it. It ends right here, even though you can tell that more words were supposed to come after having run an SEO. So yeah, keep it short, keep it in the recommended word count so that people can get to read the entire little summary and then decide if they want to click on the article that you have published. Coming to external and internal links, creating external links helps you support your opinion as well as allow search engines to establish online knowledge hubs. Internal links help connect different posts on your blog or website. It also improves the time people spend on your website, as well as page rank, page views, and even indexing. So make sure that you add in as many external links as possible, as well as internal links, to make a connection between your website or your blog, to make it appear more authentic and more viable source of knowledge when when search engine and SEO spiders are crawling all over your content to figure out where they need to place your content, a page from your website or your blog as a whole. Coming to how you can add internal external links, it's easy. You just highlight the section you want to add a link in, and you go to the bar and insert a link inside. You just go ahead and insert the URL. However, it's preferable that you edit the link so that the link, whenever a person clicks on an internal link, it opens to another page rather than taking the reader away from your website, because doing so will keep the readers on your website for longer and help with your page rank. So yeah, that was it for your quick crash course when it comes to understanding how you can use SEO to build an online presence, even though you're not interested in learning a lot about it. So frequently asked questions, getting all of the green lights, is that important? Well, it's not always important. However, you should try to get as many green lights on Yoast SEO as possible, or try to get orange lights. Now, can I select more than one target keyword? Of course you can. However, it depends whether or not you have the money to buy a premium Yoast SEO membership. And yeah, as someone who's just starting out or who doesn't necessarily want to become as huge as Moz or whatnot, though, like those websites, it's better that you just use the free plugin, because that will help you a lot. Like I mentioned about buying an SEO membership, you can do that if you want. However, if you go ahead and try to add another keyword, it will prompt you to buy the membership. Now it's up to you if you want to buy it. Another important question is, should my content be easy to read? Now, as far as I'm concerned, my answer is that it depends, because your unique voice is more important for your brand when compared to whatever readability criteria Yoast SEO has. So always make sure that you're engaging your readers in the style and in the way that you want in order to strengthen your online brand. As you can see here, even my article doesn't have a lot of marks when it comes to readability. However, as you can see, I wrote this content in the manner that I liked because I wanted to reach out to my audience in my own style. However, I also have a different article which has a good readability rating, and I got that readability rating without compromising on my style and on my own personal way that I want to build my brand. Now, the final common question is, do I really need to know about and use SEO? Well, again, it depends on what you want to achieve as far as your online presence goes. So yeah, I'm going to talk about a few of my own examples, because when I started out, I didn't necessarily know a lot about SEO. And even when I didn't write articles that followed SEO protocols, my articles are still ranking very high when it comes to search engine results. And here's an example. If you go to Google and you type in steric queerbaiting, if you are a fan of Teen Wolf and stuff, as you can see right on the first page, the first two articles are mine. And if you go to the second article, I wrote that article way back in 2013, and it's still ranking at a very good position, at position number 2 on page number 1. And as you can see, this article is when I was just starting out as a blogger. I didn't know about SEO. My paragraphs weren't necessarily short. I didn't use a single keyword. I didn't necessarily use lists or necessarily use bold keywords and stuff like that. But it got a lot of engagement. And even though it was written in 2013, it still gains a lot of traffic. It got a lot of backlinks and stuff like that. Now, coming to another example that I want to talk about, if you go to Google and type in Sakura is a weak character, again, I wrote these two articles years ago, and these are mine and I wrote them for the Geekiary, and these still rank very high. And if you look at the images, these images are also mine, which I used for the Geekiary. And again, like I said, these images appeared in the search results because I used my focus keyword in the alt text of my images. So whenever a person uses the target keyword, these images appear in front as well. So if a person likes an image, they'll click on it and hopefully come to the article on my website. I am so glad that you guys decided to learn from my course. As I said, I created this course because I wanted to go over SEO and teach people about SEO and search engine optimization as quickly as possible by showing my own examples and giving a demonstration and going over whether or not SEO is important. So yeah, here's a quick recap if you guys need a little refresher. So first up, what is SEO? SEO is search engine optimization. If you are someone who uses WordPress, again, I recommend that you consider installing the Yoast SEO plugin, because it will not only show you the readability, it will also let you know whether or not your article is SEO optimized. Again, let's go into the focus keyword. The focus keyword if you're going to use is SEO. SEO, or you can make it more specific, learning SEO. So you type it in, and as you can see, you have never used the focus keyword before, which is a very good thing. However, we don't necessarily have an article over here. So again, talking about the title, your title is important. It needs to show other people or the readers what the article is going to be about. So easy way for learning SEO for beginners. So that's the title. And as you can see, I've used my keyword in the main title. Now, again, the main title is different from the SEO title. We go to edit snippet and we now type in SEO title. So your SEO title can be the same as the main title, or it can be different. So easy way for learning SEO for beginners on WordPress. So my SEO title is a bit different from a main title, and I've used the word WordPress in there so that it gets checked by search engines when it sends out its spiders to crawl all over. Now, the slug, as I told you in the course, the slug is your specific URL. So when I'll be sharing the URL to my published post, this is what people are going to see. And as I said, you need to add the keyword in the SEO slug as well. So easy way, learning beginners. We can also add WordPress. And again, try to keep the slug short, because let's see, as SEO Yoast is telling you, the slug for this page is a bit long, so consider shortening it. So let's take out way, easy learning SEO beginners and WordPress. This will do. I mean, looking at the URL alone, people can tell what the article is going to be about. Now, meta description. Meta description is the little pieces of information that Google shows. Like if we search for the keyword learning SEO for beginners or whatnot. So this is the little meta description that Google is showing, like struggling to learn SEO. This structured guide provides you with resources and blah, 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 blah. So that's why it's recommended that you keep the meta description in the intended word count so that people can look from here whether or not the article that they are going to click is going to provide them with the information that they need. So learning SEO. Again, your keyword needs to be in the meta description. So first off, just add in the keyword learning SEO. Now we can make the meta description around this. Let's see. Do you not have time to learn a lot about SEO? Do you want to increase your brand recognition? Recognition. This easy learning SEO course will teach you all of the basics. Again, as I said, the meta description needs to be inside the recommended word limit. So let's shorten this. We'll teach you the basics. That's it. That's the meta description. Now that's done. Now coming to the structure of your content, as you can see, all of this is all green. So yeah, the only thing we're missing is the content and that the focus keyword doesn't appear in the first paragraph of the copy. So I mean, I'm just going to type whatever because I want to show you how to consider the structure of your article in the examples I've already given. So again, try to make headings, try to make lists, add images, and anything you can possibly do to ensure that your content that you're trying to share with people is as easy as possible to read. So we'll add learning SEO here. And we give it a page break. And again, like I said, whether or not you want to go into the specifics of SEO or not, it all depends on what you want to achieve as a blogger, as a person who wants to like take their website or brand to the next level. It all depends on what you want to do. And as I've showed in my examples there, I have written articles that didn't necessarily follow any SEO protocols, and even then they are some of the most traffic gaining articles I've ever written. And I wrote those articles way back in 2013 and 2014, and they are still showing up on the very first page of search engine results, depending on when it's related to the keywords that I've used. So once your article is done, again, no internal links or outbound links are add it. So again, let's add an outbound link. So you go in, you copy the URL of the page that you want people to know about. So you go to the text and you highlight the text and insert. Again, make sure that the link you're inserting is opening up in a new tab so that people spend more time on your page. Again, so I've added the internal link here. I can also end up adding the same the same outbound link on the other section of my article over here. So as you can see, if you save the draft again, or if you refresh the page on WordPress, Yoast will now show that you have added an outbound link. So let's see, is it showing? Yeah, outbound link is here. However, yeah, this page has 0 non-followed outbound links, 2 normal outbound links. Now there are no internal links appearing on this page. Consider something as appropriate. So again, if I go to my own website now, internal links, as I've said in the course, are the links that are already present on your website or blog or whatever you have. So I go to my website, I go to blog, and I just add an internal link from here. I grab this and I just add it here. So this will be my internal link. You add it here. And now Yoast is going to let me know that internal link has been added. Again, depending on whether or not your Yoast is working properly, you will need to save the draft or and then refresh the page in order for Yoast to go over what you have written. So again, so we have internal links. What's missing? No images appear on this page. Consider something, adding some as appropriate. And the text is 14 words. Again, your text need to be a recommended minimum of 300. But again, it depends whether or not you are someone who likes to write a lot or not. So again, image. The important thing when adding images is that you understand the alt text thing that I talked about. So you go to the media library to see what images you have already uploaded on the website. So I'm just going to go with any image that I've already have on the website. So you go to the image, however, it doesn't have the keyword as Yoast is letting me know. So you edit the image, you edit it, and you just add in your keyword learning SEO and you update the image. So now does the image have it? Again, if Yoast isn't working properly, probably you just save the draft or you refresh the page. So yeah, as you can see, the important thing is that you try and do as much SEO as possible. However, you shouldn't let not knowing about SEO scare you. You still have time as an online blogger. You can learn over the years. You can start small, take baby steps, and over the years you'll get to learn how to become a SEO master per se. So again, it all depends on what you want to achieve from your online brand. You can do as much SEO as you want. You can do at least 50% of it, 40% of it. And as I showed in my Steric articles, you might not even decide on a target keyword at all. And even if your voice is unique, you present some high quality content, your articles will continue to appear in search engine results for years to come. Anyway, thank you so much for selecting my little course, and I really hope that it helped you. And until next time, stay happy, stay safe, stay blessed, and keep on SEOing your articles. Bye.